stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer at all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no top, cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work again.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans. Strap in, this will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's got room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. On second down, it's Walker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Texans are 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they coming on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Herbert on first down now. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Walker now on first and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Boswell's kick is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, and now the rookie's free. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. 87 yards, the official distance on the kickoff return. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And a nice move. He'll yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of it.
Under pressure, they got him again. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 from Bengals TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A throw over the middle taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there. After one, a 14-3 ball game. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
2nd and 4. Slot man moves right. Running left is Walker. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
On 2nd and 12. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Herbert now. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Lance looking to throw it. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Again, it's Lance. Steps away to his left. And now another one thrown incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And Lance now to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Okay, ready?
Throwing now is Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Running right, here's Walker. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Here's Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken around the 12. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 17-3 cushion already, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Now a play fake. Lance. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. He completes it to Wilson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To throw again on second down, Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. On first down, Lance. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Lance now on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards.
Ready. Hurry.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Jalen Waddle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Texans 3.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here, Herbert. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he is... here.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Play action. Now it's Lance. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll get this out to his running back, P5. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. In motion right is Smith. Herbert on 1st down now. And his throw here's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Ready up. Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
There's Chris Olave. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Throwing on first down is Lance. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
On first and 10, here's Lance. Tries the left side and finds Olave.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On second and very short, Lance. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jalen Waddle
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bengals are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Texans 3.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And going right back to Walker.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Herbert off the bootleg.
Throw out wide to Walker. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
One last throw here for Herbert. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Bengals, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Houston, the loss will move them back.